most important, how much charcuterie did you? I'm kidding.
James,
How do you feel like you did?
I did phenomenal. I did what I came here to do: show off my athleticism, show off my confidence, show off my twitchiness and explosion, and I got that done. And I'm just happy I got to do it with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there and continue to do my thing, man.
Anything that you were shooting for that you feel like you either hit or came up short on, or
That vert, I was reaching for a 30. I wasn't disappointed with my jump, but I wanted to jump a little bit higher on the vert. And I was glad with my 40. I think the time somebody clocked a 49 or anything at 5.0, so I was satisfied with that. And then bench, I was actually thought I did better on the bench. In my head, I thought I wasn't counting. But when I kind of like came to, I thought I was at like 18 or 19, and then I came up. They said I had 21, so that was good numbers for me and things like that. And then everything else was good. Like I was confident in my short shuttle and my L, and good at pro day. I was out here cussing, man.
What do you feel like being out here for last time in the mill, last time working out here?
Sense of gratitude, just a sense of accomplishment. I know. Again, the mission was always to come out here to Oregon and kind of become the best version of myself. Along the way, I didn't know that I was going to get a coaching change. I didn't know a couple injuries were going to happen, you know what I'm saying? But it was all well worth it, and I'm glad I did it. I just say, just best 5 years of my life, honestly. I turned into a version of myself that I like and I'm satisfied with, and I put out a body of work that I love to, it's a great foundation for what I want to accomplish in the future and just continue to build off of it. So I'm gonna eat a Snickers for that one because, I deserved it, baby. I deserve me a Snickers. So.
Not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah, not going nowhere for a while, but the Snickers will be going to my stomach right after this interview. So, but yeah.
What are you gonna miss the most about Eugene?
I'm gonna just really miss like the family aspect. Honestly, I was one of, I don't even know, like 4 or 5 players that's here from like the original class and things like that. And the landscape of college football is a lot different than what it was when I came in. So I don't know how much of I say loyalty, guys are gonna have to teams just because of the NIL and like the numbers floating around. But I'm gonna miss coming in here and hearing Tez hit the oi, you know what I'm saying. And I don't know if I'll having guys like Josh and Johnny in the shot, like we'll probably all go hang out after this, you know what I'm saying. Having that around and just walking in and being familiar with the trainers, like it felt like this is home for me. So you never want to say goodbye. And it's not even goodbye, it's just to see you later. So I'm just miss being home.
What does it mean to you to be one of those last guys of the crystal ball era? Because this is the end. There are no money.
Yeah, I know.
After this is it.
Yeah,
it's you,
yeah.
It's Dante. If you go way back, Keon ain't even here. But
Yeah, I know.
Him and Pat, like it's you 4 or 5, and that's it.
Yeah, it shows a lot of perseverance in who I am as a man and who I am as a football player. Not being able to run from hard challenges when they came across, and always being able to fight and make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I'm saying? Like the Cars, I won't say were never in my favor, but you got to make do what you do. Alex Mirabal said a quote that I'll never forget. Like your first year that you get into something, like that's they're gonna hold your hand and kind of give you like the tools, but whatever you make of that is up to you. And ever since he told me that, I was like, I know what I wanted to leave. I know what I wanted to do sitting here today, and feel a sense of like accomplishment, gratitude, and knowing that like I came 2,000 miles from my front door, overturned every stone possible. And accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. Excuse me. And that's really what this day was. So it's like, I'm just happy, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying not to get choked up, but it's I'm gonna miss this place for real because it's gonna be different. It's different from here on out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just miss everything. I'm miss seeing that miss duck walk. Yeah, so I'm just happy, man, for real.
What's the next month look like?
Yeah, so I got to go out to Chicago on April 8th, somewhere in that time frame. I got to do a pro day over there, and then know a couple teams will be hitting my line soon after they see the performance today, and just kind of honing in and just kind of doing the same thing I was doing. It's a lot. I heard this is the longest month of your life because again everything's just up in the air, and that's honestly what I'm looking to do is just mess with Jamari Caldwell acting a fool. But yeah, just if I got to stay up here, stay up here. If I'm not, I'll probably go to Houston, train my guys down there, and then everything is up in Gossins at that point. So.
That's for the Bears local.
Yeah. So I gotta go out there and do some things with them, and it'd be nice to come back to the hometown. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, I just gotta do that, and y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep working. So that's really it.
This next year's team, are there any guys you're interested in seeing them, like their opportunities growing for them?
Yeah.
Except a couple of those guys.
Yeah, Poncho, obviously, Mateo, Devin Jackson, Dante Moore, all the guys that were here last year on the last year's team, and it's time for them to step into the role that they, weren't normally in last year. Those guys. I don't know who else is Tatum. I'm trying to think who else is on. Evan Stewart. Everybody, it's time to step the F up. You know what I'm saying? Because with Landon, the foundation that he's built, like it's a standard now. And if you drop below that, shame on you because you're doing a disservice to guys that have been here and put in the work, and you do a disservice to guys younger than them because they're not seeing what Oregon football is all about, like the new Oregon football. So all those guys, time to step up and live a different way to get a different result. Because obviously we didn't hold what we wanted to hold at the end of last year. Nothing I could do about it, but it's in their hands, and I know that they'll get the job done.
I know they brought in some offensive linemen in particular, but for the guys who are returning, we saw Dave, we saw Kavika, but
Yeah.
they're going to have to be contending with either Matt coming off an injury or now Emmanuel coming in. But like, what about even those younger guys, those freshmen we didn't get to see, but Fox or Trent? Tell us about some of those young guys. What do we see that you see every?
It's a lot of potential, but it's only going to stay potential if you don't tap into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for them to lock in, hunker down, figure out where their strengths and weaknesses are, and how can they get 1% better. Because that's not. It's Alex Terry's job to give you the tools, but it's their personal job to figure it out themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all not freshmen no more. You know what I'm saying? Dave and Kavika, y'all not sophomores anymore. Y'all not whatever it is. It's time for y'all to step up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done seen the guys in front of you how we went about and did it. It's time for y'all to go get y'all's, and that's up to them. It's an open line of communication. If they ever need anything, but it's time for them to step up and turn up. Because again, the offensive line room, 2 years back to back Joe Moore Award finalists. I need one of these guys to have a Joe Moore Award, like be a winner. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to them. And it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be well worth it at the end of this. So.
It's gonna be weird seeing Bear Alexander in an Oregon uniform.
Man, it was weird when I saw him because I was up here at practice on Saturday, and I'm like, that's wild. I remember going against you at USC. Was that 2 years ago and things like that?
Georgia in your first game.
Georgia, yes. Jesus Christ, yeah. Georgia and things like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so hopefully, again, he can add to this team and add some special things to this team because we need everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be an offensive effort. It's not going to be a defensive effort. It's not going to be a special teams effort. It's going to be all 22 and then some. So hopefully he can add something special to the Oregon offense. his Oregon team. And let's keep going. Like I said, they got to worry about spring ball and things like that, and hit it.
Working on snapping also.
Yeah, I got a lot of some center snaps over there. That's again, versatility's been the name of the game. Like I said, I did 2 years at left, this past season at right, and then I was doing snaps every single day. So, like I said, whatever you need me to do, just know I'm gonna do it full throttle, and I'm gonna dominate it too. So, like I said, whoever need Marcus Harper said, you know my number. Yeah.
What do you bring to an NFL team that's gonna pick you in the coming months?
Confidence, dominance, a good personality, a leader. And someone's gonna come in and be a diligent hard worker. I'm a great locker room presence. On top of that, I understand the balance of there's time to have fun and then there's time to be a leader and hanker in. I've been able to find that balance perfectly. I'm gonna work my tail off. I've been doing that since I came out of my mom's womb. I worked to get out of her womb. So you know what I'm saying. And then I'm also have fun with it too. Like I don't take myself too serious. You see, I got the Snickers in my pocket. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just a well-rounded person. I'm a good individual. I'm a great locker room leader. I'm gonna hold my guys accountable, and not only that, I'm gonna hold myself to a higher standard than the guys so they can follow suit. And then, like I said, on the football side, I provide versatility. Play left, right, play center, and do it with confidence and dominance. So, like I said, NFL teams, in my line.